Hey, it's Chevelle. It's my first ever makeup tutorial, so feel free to leave constructive criticism, whatever, in the comments, and give a like if you like what you see. So first, I used the Nivea Men's Aftershave Balm to prep my entire face and prime, and then also the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I then went on to the Wet n Wild color corrector and used the yellow under my eyes to cancel the purple, and the green to cancel the red under my nose and on any zits. And you do this because it just makes your foundation and concealer a lot cleaner and makes it look all over a lot more put together. I then blended it with a damp beauty blender, and then I mixed Sonia Kashuk and Garnier BB creams together because I don't really like to wear a foundation, and I usually just do this for more moisture because my skin's a little bit more dry as of right now. I then use the Maybelline Age Rewind, the yellow one. I use light pale, and then I use NARS Vanilla Creamy Concealer. It's the best concealer ever. And I just do that under the eyes, under the nose, on the chin, anywhere you want to bring out. Then I use the Maybelline in 15 Fair, and I just like to use this because it has a more runny formula. And then I primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer, and then baked and set my face with the Cotys Airspun Translucent Powder. This is a great dupe for the Laura Mercier. Then I got into the Too Faced Chocolate Bon Bon palette, super exciting. And I started off with Divinity on my entire lid, and then Mocha in the crease to darken it up, and then I used Bordeaux on that outer V and in the crease as well. And then I went in with Bordeaux on the inner corners too, to kind of give the halo effect. Yes! And yeah, and then I took Pecan Praline to lighten the center of the eye and bring the highlight out, and just brighten it up in general. And then I took Molasses Chip and I wet the brush and the gold is so beautiful. The color is so pigmented. And yeah, and then I took Malted on my fluffy brush on the outer corners and in the crease a little bit more just to blend and darken it up. And yes, then I took my stippling brush, which I actually use to dust off my bake. And then I get into the Shade and Light Contour Palette by Kat Von D. And I'm dipping into the middle light shade, which is the Banana Powder, and it's so nice. And then for the shade, I'm dipping into the lightest and contouring and also putting it a little bit in my crease to bring a little bit of cohesiveness to the entire face. Then I'm bringing an angled brush just to buff out and blend out the contour on my cheeks and jawline. Then I'm taking another damp beauty blender and I'm just setting that. Then I'm taking the lightest shade and just an eyeshadow brush to contour my nose and under my lip to bring a little bit of shade and bring out the other places that I want with the light powder under my eyes again. Then I'm getting onto my eyebrows and I'm using just a little brush to brush through them, and then the Anastasia brow definer, and I'm using the color medium brown. And then I'm using the spoolie on the other end just to brush it all out. And I'm cleaning it up a little bit. And then I'm using Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara just to set them a bit. And then I'm using Benefit Gimme Brow in medium deep. Now I'm using the same Maybelline concealer as before and a small concealer brush to clean up the brows underneath. And I like to do this in the front just to straighten it up. And then I just tap it with my finger, not my eye. And then I set it with Divinity by Too Faced. And then I'm taking Dark Truffle to blow out the under eye. And I'm using the same fluffy brush as before. And once I've done that, I'm taking Satin Sheets to highlight my inner corner. And then I'm taking the same stippling brush that I just used to dust off my under bake. And then I'm using Too Faced Primed and Poreless Pressed Powder. It just adds a really nice finish to the skin. Then I'm taking it on a buffing brush and just buffing my entire face to bring cohesiveness again. Then I'm taking Too Faced Baby Love Blush and I love it. And a trick that I like to do is to put it on the tip of my nose. I just like the effect that it gives. It's really cute. And then mascara, I'm using Maybelline Lash Sensational. I love, love, love the brush of this mascara. It's really nice. And I never really wear falsies. My eyelashes are naturally pretty long. Just cleaning up the under eye, dusting everything off, and then putting Better Than Sex by Too Faced on my bottom lashes. I love it. And you always want to put on your bottom mascara straight up instead of sideways. It saves a lot of mess. And then I always use a tiny little eyelash comb to get all the clumps out and make my eyelashes look really long. Now I'm using Lush Popcorn Lip Scrub to get all the dead skin off. It tastes really good, and it's vegan. And then time for the main event, which is Androgyny by Jeffree Star. I love this liquid lipstick. I got this from the winter collection, and it's been my favorite ever since. It dries a lot lighter than it looks in the tube and at first application, but it still is a beautiful color nonetheless, and I love the formula. It's definitely my favorite out of all of the liquid lipsticks that I've tried. It gives you the most flexible amount of time. And with my application, I'm just overlining a little bit because I find my lips to be a little bit uneven, and I like the bigger lip look. So yes, see how much time you get to apply this lipstick. It's amazing. With most, it doesn't get chunky either, and with most it usually will, but not with Jeffree Star. Shout out to Bay. And sorry for this terrible lighting, by the way. I'm just using what my natural light is giving me. And now for my favorite part, which is highlighting, and I'm starting off with ColourPop Wisp, and I just apply that with my fingertip. It's not the strongest formula, but it's really nice as a base. And then I'm using a Morphe 510 and NARS Albatross just to get it on the high points of my cheeks and on my nose. I love it. And now I'm using a Morphe M310 fan brush to really just apply and highlight to the gods. And that's it. I am done, and as you can tell, the lighting has changed drastically, so I'm going to show you how it looked in natural light. It went from this to this. And that's my soft golden eye look, kind of with a halo effect, and Androgyny by Jeffree Star. Like and subscribe if you liked. Thanks. Bye.